So I grew up in Jonestown, this area called Tad Lane, which is actually recently I'm understanding that it's in the West Kingston constituency.
Mhm.
I was there from birth until I think 14 years old when we left because there was a crime situation. Like the place was getting violent and my grandmother just couldn't manage it anymore. So we decided to, well, she decided to leave the area. And then after that, she migrated shortly thereafter, and which left me in a position of being on my own as a teenager.
Wow.
So I've been on my own since 14 years old and never look back.
Since 14.
Yeah, since 14.
Wow. So we're not to pry too much into your business, but where was mom and dad?
So my mom died during the same time of us relocating. Didn't grow up with her though. I was separated from my mother from I was 3 months old.
Mhm.
That's what I was told because she had me while she was a youngster. I think she was 14 at the time of my birth.
Wow.
And my father was around, but wasn't one of those active dad. So I ended up in a situation where I had to starting to look after myself at a tender age.
And so how did you manage to, tend for yourself at 14 years old? You're still a kid.
Yeah, so I had to be juggling different ventures. I got summer job at one point. Um, Another point, I went into the transport business where I was a taxi driver.
Wow.
Coincidentally, I was a taxi driver in the same area in St. Thomas that I'm building the houses now.
Mhm.
Used to operate from downtown to Bull Bay, and sometimes I go as far as Morant Bay.
Mhm.
And, I remember one day I took a client, a passenger, on what you would call a turn off,
Yes.
and I made a turn off in the property next door to the property that I now own. And at that time, I wasn't thinking of saying that I would want to purchase anything, but I was just so amazed by how beautiful that side of the island is.
Mhm.
Many years later, I now own 91 acres over there.
Fantastic.